Hello and welcome to the Voice of TOD. I'm Tom, and in this video we're going to take a look at the latest footage from Banishers Ghosts of New Eden. This is the extended gameplay trailer that released earlier today. I've seen a few frames of it. I have to say I am I'm a little worried, but I figured we'd hold off. This is my first proper reaction of the full footage. We'll see how it looks. I thought this looked pretty good. It was shown off, I think, at the Game Awards first. It's another Donut game. We're talking about just last week. This is totally different. This is much more story-driven, combat focused. It looks a little bit like The Witcher, which, you know, you're going to be pulling in some pretty tough people to please if you're building a Witcher style game, and everybody's going to be like, oh, but The Witcher did it this way. Oh, but Witcher 3. In fact, I'm just going to go play Witcher 3 instead of this. So very, very tough. We'll see. Like, Don't a very good studio. They know how to tell a story. Nobody's doubting that. It's really, for this one, the gameplay that's gonna have to be the. I don't know. I don't know enough of their games to know how they handle this kind of faster paced action gameplay. But we'll see. How about it's 15 minutes? We'll just jump in, we'll have a look, and then we'll talk about it at the end. It's probably the easiest way to do it. So let's have a quick look.
You're alive.
Long story short, you had an angry ghost in your meeting house. It was fierce. I fell in the sea. And Taya died.
You lost Paineses, but a good hunter should know when they've become the hunted.
I do like the animation in this. The CGI trailers we've seen have been good.
What about them?
Kate told me they went missing before reaching your camp. Any chance they survived in the woods?
Not the slightest. Otherwise they would already be here. Those poor bastards are long dead.
Speak frankly. What would you have me do?
Banish a ghost that doesn't exist. The beast is nothing much. A bear, perhaps a wolf.
I'll hunt your beast. Whatever it is.
In the wild, we carry muskets. And we carry these. Whistle for help if the need be great.
And the gun?
My sister can spare her musket. If you can get it from her.
What kind of hunter is he if he doesn't have a musket, or he's properly armed?
Kate will be delighted.
Kate will be hurt. I predict fireworks.
You think Kate's feelings get in her way?
Watch her reaction when you ask for the musket, then tell me I'm wrong.
It's interesting that you talk to your dead wife.
Go, save us all from the beast. Go do my sister's chow work.
I need a musket. Thickskin said I should have yours.
You'll rot in hell first.
You and your sister don't much like each other, do you?
No, we love each other. And everyone here owes her their lives. But thick skin measures worth by metal. The strong will live and the weak will die. She chose you to hunt the beast with my musket. She doesn't have to say a word about what she thinks of me.
The more I know Thickskin, the more I like her. Some
It's
would call
very
her ruthless.
conversation heavy.
Aye.
Isn't this like one of the first times we've seen actual gameplay?
If If this keeps
Interesting.
up, there won't be a wolf left in New England.
It forced its way through here, dug up all
Jumping
the
between the two characters.
Pluck them out.
There looks like there's a little bit of detective.
Not even the youngling survived.
What
God.
could have done this?
Is that like a special power that he has?
Vengeance incarnate. Whatever butchered the wolves spoke as one, with many voices.
Any spirits in borrowed flesh. Could it be a scourge?
Yes, a scourge. Powerful and very angry.
What the bloody hell?
Let's make this quick. You're no.
Okay, so we can jump between characters and
That was
in
a lot
gameplay as
closer than I
well.
would have liked.
That howl, like many souls screaming as one.
It does feel witchery. I'm also getting a bit of a Greedfall vibe.
Fancy that. A body. And there are teeth marks.
He's not letting get in his way, is he? Why do I get the feeling that we're sitting ducks?
She seems to play quite a bit of Witcher.
Don't just stand there. Move!
The Witcher comparisons are coming back again. She looks like she
You're in
moves
excited,
like
Ray.
Ciri did when you played as Ciri in 3.
You're done.
Don't like her voice work. I don't think it's the voice work as such. I think it's the... Where did he get all that health back from?
Now, use your rings to banish that thing.
Yeah, I think there's a bit of reverb or something on there that's throwing me off with her voice.
I found something.
Maybe it's the echo. There's a lot of chit-chat between them. The combat looks really uninteresting. This is the bit, the sort of couple of frames I saw of it earlier today.
The Lord have mercy upon our souls.
The huntress has killed us. Rot in hell, thick-skinned newsmith! Rot in hell!
Someone
Maybe
is
it's because
yelling
it's
with their whistles.
fragmented. It's gameplay footage of one quest, but it's not the full progression
If
of
this
the
Doolin
quest.
fellow was meant to protect the missing group. I dread to think what
mean,
became
that-
of them.
That's pretty. The environments look very pretty. The characters are very well done. The character animation seems quite well done.
She lied to keep them safe.
Like the detailing on the coat and the fabric of the scarf, and
She led with her head, not her heart. I won't
Looks really
reward
good.
her for that.
this combat is not interesting me at all.
Someone was here, some time ago. Take heart indeed.
Maybe they're still out there somewhere.
Maybe.
Papers. Half bond. Says here that Kate loved
It does feel more like an exploration, kind of a discovery detective style.
There's a low opinion of herself.
She'd have to keep her love well hidden. There were more than a few settlers. This scourge is going to be huge. Are you ready for the ritual?
No. But let's do it anyway.
It's so Witcher. I mean, the comparisons are correct. With the whole preparation, camping, leveling up stuff, seems interesting. There's obviously a level system because at some point you saw it begin level 3. But this bit reminds me of meditating to create potions and things, take potions and get ready to have a big fight. I guess The Witcher 3 has just seeped into everybody's consciousness so much that that's a go-to. The fabric detail is fantastic.
Come out, wherever you are. Come on, show yourself.
Red.
It's behind me, isn't it?
The beard looks pretty good as well.
Yes.
Of course it is. Every bloody...
I think his voice work, the Scottish voice, is brilliant. Okay, let's see how this combat is. I think this is I've said this a few times over the last couple of videos we've done. This is a game that I might need to get my hands on and play. Don't think it's coming to Game Pass though.
We wish you no
So if you want to test it,
We
you're
know
buying
all
it.
about the wolf whistles. The whistle thick skin gave you. Oh, shite!
Now you're out.
The music has a Witcher edge as well. So you switch to her. She has some sort of health bar that as you do damage, it boosts where you can jump in. And she obviously does more damage to... Maybe not.
Ready and waiting.
Interesting, you can use her to get you out of trouble. It just seems... I don't know if it's how it's edited, I don't know if they're cutting bits out the fight to not show you stuff, but it feels very janky.
It spoke her name with just one voice.
Thickskin and Kate both accused. Is anyone in these damn woods innocent?
Then it were real. This beast.
Here we go.
How did I miss you on my travels through the woods?
Because it did not want you. It wants your sister.
You gave them dog whistles. You sent them to die.
Those with metal would have reached camp, and I'd have used them too. Those who died won't need feeding.
The weak die that the strong may live.
You tricked them.
I tested them. This be the way of it. This be the way of the world.
We have a hidden watcher. The sister.
So she, whatever she sees... it's very detective-y.
Kate? Show yourself.
What? You're unarmed! Get yourself back to camp!
All these long years, I wish to be like you. To be
I don't think...
as you.
they have picked a very good
my sister, I thought
sequence to show
I'd
off.
have saved her. I was just like you. Cold, selfish, afeard of
This
my
is an
own
extended
heart.
gameplay
And
trailer,
the woman I love died
and we
for
haven't
it.
had a lot of
Everything I
gameplay, and the
did,
gameplay
I
that we've
did so
seen
that
hasn't looked that good.
I dare because I care.
Enough! Look about you. You brought this curse upon yourselves. Falls to me to lift it.
Maybe they're not ready. Broken hearts need time to heal.
If ever they heal.
Mumble all you want, I regret nothing. The curse struck, and I alone saw the danger. I acted.
And now 'tis I who must act.
Interesting.
Demon. Sprite. Evil spirit. I banish you. Great tormentor. I banish you.
How did you know? Back to that. Yeah, it's out in like just over 2 months. I don't think that was the best way to show it off. Like the gameplay, we're seeing a little bit of interaction between him and the dead wife, and then the there you go with a musket, seem to stagger it, and then you're hitting it, and it's she comes out of nowhere. A little bit of dodging. She's like some sort of monk style. We know that at this point he's level 3. Doesn't the enemies drop down pretty quick? Obviously heal there on X. It looks very button mashy. Like you're probably doing combos, heavy attack, heavy attack, light attack, then you got your shooting, and then you jump in between the characters. But then it looks like when you were fighting with him, she jumped in to help. It's Greedfall. It reminds me a lot of Greedfall. In the positives and the negatives. Greedfall could have been really nice. I don't like this. I think this is a really weird cutscene. It's very like monotone. It's very boring. It feels like it's quite soulless. And this is an extended gameplay. It's a very, 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 very slim amount that they're showing us. That fight sequence, and then you cut to this bit. Well, where's this bit? And then we start fighting this thing. And again, it's with the combos, the button mashing. Yeah, you are. You see it then. Look at the health bar. And then the health bar has dropped down. So this extended gameplay footage, they have cut loads of bits out to get it into this probably less than 15-minute showcase. No, this isn't good. That felt... It just looks janky because you're not actually showing us... We're not getting an extended look at a combat sequence. I would have rather have not had all the talking at the build-up, and you give us this full fight, and you let us actually see what a boss fight looks like. Yeah, the combat would probably make or break this game for me. It doesn't look engaging. That said, I don't know if I'm completely turned off. Visually, it looks very nice. It's very drab. But where was that shot of the when he does the climbing? That's very pretty. I like the lighting. I like... do like that. And obviously changing to her puts a different sort of slant on the color shading and things. Why are we jumping between the two characters? What's their... like, there's more questions than answers. Sadly, it doesn't wow me. I wanted to be impressed by this. I probably wasn't going to rush out and buy it, I'll be perfectly honest. But I had a passing interest. And look, this is coming out November 7th. There's a lot of big things coming out September, October, November, and December. I feel that this might get lost in the cacophony of other games. They haven't done enough to really showcase... go back to that fight again. To really showcase this to me. Like, let me know in the comments if you think this is really good. Please. I'm not getting a buzz from watching this, and that's a real shame. I think it doesn't... it only looks janky because they've cut the fight scenes up. I think the movement is maybe quite fluid. The animations seem quite fluid. The voice work overall is pretty good. There's something going on with her voice that is annoying me, and I think it's the reverb or the whatever the ghostly effect is. The accents seem pretty cool. I'm getting like you said, New England. It feels like it's a settlers America, sort of 1600s muskets and things. It feels like it's set in that time frame. This game feels more like a more story focused, maybe even linear, or much more closed off Greedfall. I thought Greedfall was okay. I haven't got any problems with it. Is this just a more polished Greedfall? I don't know. I don't think they've shown it off brilliantly. We'll wait for the reviews, I guess. Hopefully we'll get to see some more. And actually, I would like to see an actual extended gameplay where you see the full gameplay instead of it being chopped down. I think this is just a PR choice that has not sold the game or shown the game off in the best light. I think it looks quite boring combat-wise, which is really sad. But I hope this one comes out and is good and does well. At some point I'll play it, I just don't know when. But let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.